SystemsWiki's Musings Musing. I hope this isn't too redundant for you. It seems as though on a very regular basis, multiple times per day, people ask questions, and what I really want to do in response is send them a link to one of my musings, because I essentially wrote out the answer and did a video that is much better than the 2 or 3 sentences I might write and send to them. The problem is I can't remember which one of the multitude of musings really has the piece in it that I want to send to them, and it's getting worse on a day-to-day basis. So this morning I sat down and I created a model called SystemsWiki's Musing, and what it is it's a Kumu model that has all of the musings in it. And if you mouse over them, it will show you the first paragraph out of the musing, and it will give you a link so that you could just go ahead and open the musing itself and read it. Now, that is somewhat helpful, though not quite helpful enough, because, looking through the list to find the piece that you want is probably somewhat annoying. So within this, you can do a search, and the search will search all of the text. It will search the title and the content, as well as any tags that I've associated with it. So if I type in model revisited, okay, it takes tidbits. In other words, you don't need a whole word. So there are 2 there that might be what I'm looking for, and if I click acceptance of whatever, it will focus this. I can then read it over here, or I can mouse over it and look at it and click on the musing here, which is also over here. Most of the time when I use this, I just click here and close this side panel because I don't need it anyway. No, though, if I had not been quite sure, if I do mod rev, I get both of these, and I'm not sure which one I want. If I hold the shift key and click enter, then I get both of them focused on the screen, and I could mouse over either one of them. And if I want to then see what is closely related, well, there are no relationships in this perspective, but I can then, go back and search for something else. I can clear the focus over here so it goes back to look at everything. If I was looking for understanding, I could get all of these and go through them. Now, the thing is, some of the musings are more closely related than others. So I created another view of this content, which you can come up here from normal and click on cluster, and it will cluster all of the, and there's a zoom to fit over here if you need it. It will cluster all of the musings based upon tags that I've been adding, and I will probably, you can see you can see I've added tags here and tags here, and I will be adding more tags as it becomes apparent as to which tags I need to add. The thing is that once the tags are here, if I go and say model are revisited, like I said before, and I click these 2, I can then go ahead and say, okay, what's related to those and what's related to that? So I can expand the view or contract the view based upon the focus that's over here, or I can simply clear the focus and go back to all of them. The other thing is, in other words, all of the yellow things are tags that are in different models, and all of the green things are the musings themselves, and it would appear as though this musing doesn't have any tags on it yet, but I'll fix that. If you happen to go and say, okay, let me look at this, it gives you that and says this musing is related to this musing, and there are 2 relevant tags. I can go ahead and expand the view to say, okay, the model tag is related to all of these, and the modeling tag is related to all of these. And I can actually hold down the shift key and change the focus to something else. So I'm now focused on this, and I can expand this and contract. And there's just a myriad of views that you can go to until you finally find the right one. Now, what I've done is I've included the first paragraph out of each one of the musings. I will probably work to shorten that to 2 or 3 sentences. I think I'm still trying to figure out what makes this the most usable, to be able to go ahead and look for something. In other words, I'm looking for modeling and question mark and question mark. Well, no, that's too short. Modeling. I'm looking for this one. So now that this is here, I can go ahead and access the musing. The other thing that I can do is, you can't see it from here, but I could just go ahead and send somebody the URL to this particular element of this map, so that when they got it, it would actually show them. In other words, it would show them the whole map, and it would show this musing in the midst of the rest of the map. So I'm toying with it. Mess around with it and tell me what you think of it. The other thing is, if you have a Kumu ID, you can come in here and you can click on any one of these elements and you can initiate an issue thread. You need to fix this one as it's not clear. And once that happens, you can see that, oh, sorry, wrong, close it down here. You can see that there's actually an issue thread on this musing. So anybody else that shows up knows that there's already a discussion started, and there can be a discussion on any one of the issues, any one of the musings that are part of this model. So just some thoughts trying to sort out how to make it more usable in the future, because I keep getting lost in the stuff. So take care. Bye.